Hey YouTube, what's up? How you doing? Doing great. I'm doing great. How about you guys? So this video, it is gonna be about two things. Well, it's gonna be a combination of two things, but this is just gonna be a video about what I'm gonna be doing to my KTM here behind me. So let's see here. Saturday, I went out for a ride. I was out riding for a couple hours, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go back to the truck, load up some gas into the tank, and probably right when I thought that, I was coming down some pretty rough stuff on the trail, and it just felt like my brakes were a little slick, like they weren't gripping. It felt like my fork was being a little off for the way it was feeling earlier in the day. Well, guess what? I was stopped along the side of the trail. I just seen the oil gushing out my left-hand side fork on my KTM here, and it got all over the caliper, on the brake pads, rotor. Of course, it would be that side, which is no big deal. I'm going to clean the rotor off really well and just put new pads on to be on the safe side. But yeah, let me get up here, show you what I'm going to do. Obviously, well, I bet you most of the oil was out of this fork. It was gushing down. This was covered. It was just dripping puddles on the ground. So I figured, why just tear the forks out, rebuild the forks, and not check anything else out. So what my plan is, I'm going to take the forks out, rebuild them. Obviously, I'm going to put new brake pads on, and while I have the bike apart, I'm going to take apart the steering stem assembly, check the bearings, clean them out in my parts tank over there, and I'm gonna vapor blast these triple clamps while I have them off. In the vapor blasting cabinet, I'm just gonna do not a quick job, but I want to just do something while I have it apart. Now, you guys might say something about this, but while I have this front end off, all apart, going over everything, you can see the tire. The front tire is just, it's on its way out. I've been losing knobs on the side of this tire. It's just seems like a worn out tire. The back tire, I could probably get a couple more rods out of it, which is going to bring me to this. This is a Tusk Emex tire for off-road. I never had one. I'm gonna do a video of me putting this on, and then later on, as time goes on, and get some time on this front tire, I'm gonna do a review, let you know how it is. I've heard great things, but sometimes you need to try them out for yourself. It was a good price, but I'm starting to think I made a mistake as far as not buying a rear tire. I was just trying to save a little bit of money, but I might just want a rear tire for the rear. The thing that sucks about this XCW and you guys all know this, I want to show you, is this. So I bought this bike used. It has a 19-inch tire, not an 18, which really sucks. So what I'm wanted to do was wait till I do a rebuild, a project video on this bike, do a tear down, get rims, get new tires. But I'm kind of thinking I might just, honestly, the treads are still good, not the best. You can see, but at least I don't have no side knobs missing. This here's a Dunlop, I don't even know what model it is, MX-39. So what I'm thinking that what may have happened. So what I'm thinking what may have happened is the guy had an SX KTM, and he may have wanted to use that for the woods bike and not the XCW. So he just swapped rims out. I'm fine with that. I mean, that's when I got this bike. The only thing I really had to do to it, the motor is rebuilt. I mean, it has a ton of compression, got some extra parts, clutch, hub. I got an extra exhaust, well, muffler. The only thing I did major, well, not even major, but as far as maintenance, sprockets and chains, those were toast. Swing arm and shock bearings, and I rebuilt the brakes, seals, pistons, caliper rebuild, new brake pads. So that's just to keep it running. I want to do a full rebuild, but anyways, I'm going to turn this around again and show you what I got. The forks. So here is the KTM fork kit. It comes with, as you can see, fork seals, dust seals, inner and outer bushings. It looks like the washers, snap rings underneath the seals and the bushings there. 100% what these are for, but I'm thinking it has to do something with the compression or the rebound or compression knob on the bottom of the forks, and these little metal bands on the bottom. Not 100% sure, to be honest. So one thing I had to get to work on these forks is this Motion Pro cap remover. And how about this? How about I'll just open her up and show you. Why I had to go with this cap. So, see the pins? Those pins line up in this fork cap. That's how you remove it. And another thing that this thing doubles as, it says on the back here, CR seal retainers. So I'm wondering if this is that tool that CR owners that I've heard about. I've never had a CR with this, but on the back wheel bearings, when you do them, there is a like a screw and collar in there. I noticed there was 4 pins on there. You probably put that on that collar, remove it, remove your seal and then your bearings. But so at least I know I have this. This is a multi-purpose tool for 2 different bikes, which is awesome. I get the Tusk brake pads. I've been running on the brand of pads probably since 2009. I've had good luck with them ever since. And there's my fork fluid, 2 bottles. Huh. I'm trying to turn the camera back around so I could see you guys. And it's not working. I don't know what's going on with my phone right now. There we go. So yeah, that's gonna be in the next video. I'm gonna start with probably start with the tires. Not a tutorial, but just basically just putting the tire on. Forks, I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth on that. So, but like I said, the tire, I'm gonna show it on, and I'm just gonna have a separate video, quick review video, like a 5-minute, 3-minute video, just to talk to you guys about how I feel this tire operates, performs. Is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, just stay tuned, and we'll get the front end of this bike all completed, and you guys can learn a little something. And I never stop learning, so I'm gonna be learning myself. I never did a WP fork. One thing I messed with was forks on Yamahas. Take that back. The KTM sitting out there. I did them forks, but that's a 2007. This is a 2013. But yeah. So just like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I install these parts. Thanks for watching.